right? Cool. Let's get it going. I'm trying to take my editing to a whole nother level. I'm trying to play around with it, be cool with it, use my creativity. You feel me? So I could look back into it and take notes. You feel me? But anyway, the accountability that I've realized in my own life right now, I feel like God is trying to show me something, right? Because I could be upset of the person that's in my family, right? For example, that's telling me certain things that I may be doing wrong. And I realized that I was getting upset pretty quickly about it. And it was just like, okay, that's not me. Why am I getting upset? Why am I putting myself in this position of anger towards this person, knowing that there may be something wrong here with me? You see what I mean? Same thing when it came to my workplace, when it came to me cutting hair. I was expecting certain results. And I'm just like, what do I expect? This was my thought the whole time, because there's no, why am I gonna expect a certain thing to happen if I know that I'm not putting in more effort and more time into it, or I'm studying over it? Why am I gonna think that I'm going to get it if the other people around me are obviously doing that and they have what they have, and I'm not basically putting in more effort to do that, right? So, putting in the time in and to really put myself in a position to prosper, right? Because if we want something, obviously we have to, let's say, I like putting it this way all the time. I always say this, the basketball player. What does the basketball player have to do? If he wants to be the best, he wants to, he needs to basically go to sleep on time, right? Homie got to be drinking water all the time, to be nice, be filled. And he has to be practicing his shots. He has to be on a consistent pace of shooting shots, layups, all kinds of things. Having the right coaches, having the right teammates around him, having a good environment overall. And there has to be certain steps to it. And there's no shortcuts in this life. And I feel very disappointed in myself, because I started thinking man, I'm better than this. I knew this. Come on, Sway. You're the person that has done great things in your life already. And you're backpedaling into a way that basically, that is not right. And this is where the lesson has came from. The lesson behind that is just instead of me being negative on myself and understanding that all the adversity that has gone around me is not to blame, right? And the circumstances, I put myself into them. You get me? So it's just if I put myself into those circumstances and knowing that adversity is always going to come, how am I going to respond to it? How am I going to come back from it? And those are the underlying questions that have came up when I was basically hitting my head against the wall, not knowing what am I, not knowing really what I'm doing, right? In that situation, I just kept telling myself yo, I should have this, I should have that. But it's bro, you backpedaled. You see what I mean? You backpedaled to where you said you weren't going to be at. You said that you weren't going to be in this way. And a lot of these moments, I've witnessed a lot of people not come back from, because obviously they lost their own word. You see what I mean? You got to live by your word, and you feel me? If not, you feel me? Then, you look bad on your part. You do. But the reality is, what I'm trying to get to is we have to learn from what we're doing wrong in order for us to move forward. And we're not perfect all the time, and we don't really know what's best in the moment sometimes, and we're still like, life is already hard as it is. You feel me? Like, why make it harder on us? Focusing on things that are minor, that you should just keep going and, just do. You see what I mean? Just do. You see what I mean? Yeah, you got to take your time and to really work on yourself and to become better, of course. Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is that, like, this is like a message to myself, like, to not be so analytical. You see what I mean? About things, and to just go, go, go. And like how I said before, like, I was like that before, where I was just like not caring. Right. And by me not caring, and by me not like really understanding my situation more better, basically it led me to think like, okay, I should have this in my life. I deserve it. And without me doing any effort. And it's just like, nah, that's not how it works, you know? And we got to move forward, become better, and react in the situation where it's like, okay, you backpedal a little bit, but use this to move yourself forward. Use this to move yourself forward and figure out how you won't make this mistake again. You see what I mean? And I know that later on in life, it's going to be very valuable to me, very valuable to my son, very valuable to my brothers, very valuable to anyone that's in my circle later on. You see what I mean? So yeah, that's it. Feel me? Subscribe, like this, and we out. Peace out.